Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to
Hello.
Straight Outta Compin, where we are straight in our hoodies because it is straight freaking cold. What were you telling me earlier, Emily?
So this morning when we woke up, guys, so I'm in Indianapolis, it was 19 degrees.
Gross.
I haven't experienced 19 degrees since I don't even remember. It was rough.
You haven't experienced 19 degrees since you can't remember.
Yeah, probably like, I don't know, sixth grade.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm excited to be here. It's not 19 degrees in Arizona, guys. She moved away. She moved to Indianapolis. Um, I don't know. I think her and Greg have decided to punish themselves with cold weather and I don't know what else. Childhood bullies.
Oh, goodness. Let's not focus on the negative, guys. Jeez.
Okay, she's also got a big house now with a garage and they got a gym and they got all kinds of fun stuff. So,
Yeah,
I'm just playing. I'm always gonna have some backhanded comment about, you know,
I
her
know.
moving. So expect it.
Thanks
Good to
for
see
being
you
here.
guys.
Oh, did you just get off a plane?
I did. I just got off a plane from Fresno. So, guys, if I'm a little bit slow today, understand that I've been traveling. I spoke yesterday in like six or 700 people in Fresno. It was phenomenal. Guys, the real estate community in Central Valley in California is just off the hook. Like they really show up for each other. They really come out and like they participate in community, they participate in collaborating. It was really nice to see. And I thought it was an incredible display of people just showing up for one another and it was amazing. Myself, Pace Morby, Henry Washington, we spoke. Michael Zuber and Stratton Brown and Jason Pritchard invited us out there for that. Amazing time. And yeah, we'll definitely be back to Fresno. Our next event is going to be here in Phoenix, Arizona, actually. Our season 2 premiere is going to be happening on December 3rd. If you guys are in Astro Flipping or if you are in Sub 2, you will get instructions on how to attend the star-studded season 2 premiere. We're going to have celebrity guests there, famous rappers performing, all the good stuff. I think Pace and I are going to come rolling in a lowrider.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to dress up like Tupac. Pace is going to dress up like Snoop Dogg. And we have Henry Washington coming as Suge Knight. And we might actually have Suge Knight's actual son there.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I've been chatting with him to see if he wants to come out. So we'll see. Lots of fun stuff, guys. It's 90s, 90 gangster-rific. So bring all the dope that you, not actual dope, bring all the dope in you, not dope. Bring all the dope in you to the premiere because it's going to be fun. All right. Let's pull up them appraisal rules, Em. Guys, these are the appraisal rules. These are the rules that we use when we are comping houses. And the reason we use these is because your buyers, who are typically going to be fix and flip purchasers, when we're talking wholesale, this is not going to be applicable to creative deals or seller finance or owner finance, guys. I mean, it'll help you understand the value of a property. So you can still use this. But when I'm giving you buy numbers, it's buy numbers for cash offers. Okay. But the appraisal rules are important because you still need to know what property is worth, whether you're buying it for cash or you're buying it creative. You need to know, like, how upside down am I going to be in this property if I'm doing owner finance, and is it still a decent deal, or am I overpaying by $300,000, and maybe then it's not such a decent deal, right? So these are the things that you want to understand. So when we're comparing two properties, we are trying to compare apples to apples, right? So typically we want to make sure that we're comparing properties that are in the same subdivision. Okay, now how do we make sure we're in the same subdivision? Well, we just don't cross any major roads. Now, of course, guys, there's going to be times where you have to cross a major road. It's just what's happening right now with the market shifting the way that it is. We want to use more recent comps, and so appraisers have been actually being a little bit more liberal with how far away they're going from their subject property to ensure that they're using a comp that's like 60 and no more than 90 days old, right? Because the market shifted directions in last 90 days. So what adjustments do we make if the only comp that we have is from 6 months ago? Well, at the moment right now, we want to be making a 10% adjustment. That could change though, guys. That might become a 15 or a 20% adjustment in the next little while. So keep coming back to Straight Outta Compin to understand if those values have shifted at all and if you need to make deeper adjustments. Right now, we're talking 10%, but they're saying in markets that had major appreciation spikes, like in Boise, Idaho, or in Phoenix, Arizona, or in Austin, Texas, you might see 20% price depressions. And I'm seeing it. Like I am seeing that be very real. So right now, guys, we are making a 10% adjustment. Your buyers might be making more of an adjustment. So make sure you're talking to your buyers. Make sure that you're asking them and finding out how far down from the last ARV, if it was, a 6-month-old comp, are they going down? But the beautiful thing is that if you have a comp within the last 90 days, you don't have to make the adjustment. Okay. And especially if you can find something in the last 30 and 60, then it's a freshie fresh. And then that's one that you can rely on. All right. Now, again, guys, we want to be comparing properties that are the same type. So you want to compare a ranch to a ranch, a 2-story to a 2-story, a historic house to a historic house. They have to be the same type of elevation. So be careful if you're using if you're looking at a mid-century house, right? Something built in like mid-century modern construction, and then you've got just some bungalow, right? You can't compare those two because it's different types of construction. So let your eyeballs be the judge, right? Do they look similar? Cool. Do they not? Do you have like one thing that's like completely different looking than the other? Then maybe not, right? The other part is, guys, we want to make sure that we're comparing houses built in the same build generation. So we try not to compare houses that are more than 10 years apart in construction. Now, of course, you're going to have situations where you are not going to have exact matches, and that's why we make these adjustments. So when you have an extra bed or bath, you go plus or minus 10,000, and it could go up to 10 to 25,000 depending on the price point and the area. A bathroom is typically worth about $10,000. A pool worth $10,000. Sometimes a little bit higher if you have like a resort style pool, but not a lot more. So all these people spending $100,000 on their pools are fools. Yes, that rhymes. The other part is you want to make sure that if you have a garage or a carport that you're making adjustments. 10,000 for a garage, 5,000 for a carport. And then lastly, guys, we want to make sure that we are making adjustments for traffic, commercial, or multifamily proximity. If you are siding, backing, or fronting multifamily under $500,000, siding is a $10,000 hit, backing a $10,000 hit, and fronting a $10,000 to $20,000 hit. But then when you get above 500K, those become percentages. So siding is a 10% hit, backing is a 15% hit, and fronting traffic or commercial or multifamily will give you a 20% hit. So guys, be careful in luxury neighborhoods when you are around traffic. And then the last thing, accessory dwelling units, basements, or guest houses typically can only get about 50% of value for the square footage. Okay, so you got a guy with a basement house, say his main floor is 1,000 square feet and the basement's 1,000 square feet, and he's trying to tell you he's got a 2,000 square foot house. He doesn't. Okay, the best that an appraiser is going to give you is 500 square feet for that basement square footage. Now, guys, these appraisal rules are available. Emily will put a link in the chat if you want to download them. I highly suggest you print these out and just put them around your house. If you really want to have these appraisal rules become a part of your consciousness, put it everywhere. And that'll help you really memorize this stuff. And you'll do a lot better at comping because of it. Emily, I'm ready to comp some houses, but I first wanted to tell everybody about a super Black Friday special that Batch Leads is having. You guys noticed that I use Batch Leads to comp. And the reason for it, guys, is I help build the comping tool at Batch Leads. It's a phenomenal tool. And if you had joined my live stream with Tommy Thornburg from PCS the other day, you would have heard that if you can prepay for any subscriptions before the end of the year, you should absolutely do that because you will get the full benefit of a tax write-off if you do it before December 31st. So we had a conversation with Batch Leads and we convinced them to give us a massive discount for anybody who wanted to pay in full and take advantage of the tax opportunity. Emily, what's that discount amount?
30 to 40% off annual plans.
Crazy. I mean, guys, that's a big deal. That's a big deal, right? So there is a code there, or the link is there, batchleads.io/Jamil. Go do yourself a favor and get yourself a tax write-off. It's a good idea.
And if you're already an active user and you pay monthly, you can still go through that link and you'll just say, I'm an active user, and you can upgrade with the discount.
Amazing. So if you want to prepay it and take advantage of the tax idea or the tax savings before the end of the year, now would be the time. Why wait? Why not get the benefit of the write-off, right? Like I wouldn't understand why you wouldn't want to do that. I'm looking for any and every tax write-off I can right now between now and the end of the year. I just heard that the Rolls-Royce Cullinan is 6,000 pounds. And that would give me a huge write-off. I paid so much money in taxes. I have to, like, at this point now, I just got to give shit away. I did too. I gave away $150,000 last week. Nuts. It's what you got to do when you wholesale too many houses. All right, let's get to comping.
All right, let's go. We're starting in Colorado.
Man, there was a mass shooting in Colorado. Did you hear about that?
Oh, I didn't. Recently?
Just terrible. Yeah, last night, man. It's heartbreaking. I don't understand why people are losing their minds.
I honestly, I try not to watch
the news
stuff. Yeah. I really don't.
Well, that's probably better. What's the address, Em?
2760 West Dartmouth. Exactly how it sounds, one word too. And that's in Englewood.
One more time.
2760 West Dartmouth. DART mouth in Englewood.
Spell Englewood.
ENGLE Wood. We got it.
Doesn't appear to be there, so I'll check it out on Zillow. Guys, also remember we are only looking at single family houses on this show, not multifamily, because that's a completely different type of comping. 2-bed, 1-bath, 990 square footer in Englewood, Colorado. Batch's value, the Zillow estimate on it is $442,000. Looks to be like an off-market property, 2-bed, 1-bath. This property has some quick comps, and all of them except number 3 appear to be viable. So we've got a 400, we got a 440. So lots of evidence nearby of mid 4s. Let's see when that 440 sold. 3 months ago. So recent enough. I'm on the cusp of wanting to take 10% off of that, but recent enough. So let's see. Ooh.
Will you expand your screen for me, please?
I will.
Thank you so much.
I will.
Beautiful.
Okay. Looking around for some comps. Comp. Sorry, guys. I'm a little bit, what would you call it? Crazy today? Because I'm I'm like overtired. You know, when you're like overtired, that's me right now.
I mean, you seem great to us.
Well, I'm trying to be. This has a view. So this is like problematic for me because see that view? This view could be worth $100,000. And I don't know that we have a view. Let's see where ours is again. And ours is on the main road. It's on the main road. It's on a main road and it ain't got no view. So I can't use that comp. Ooh, I love this house. I love that we have this house because you would probably want to use that $548,000 comp or that $550,000 comp. And I don't blame you for wanting to use it, but you can't. You can't because it's, look at this, it's on a hill and it's got a view on it and we can actually see the view. And those views, guys, they can be worth over $100,000. And it's very visible right there. It's probably in the listing description as well. So we're on the main road. We don't have a view.
Does being a corner lot add value or take away value
I mean,
from
it
you?
adds a bit,
Yeah.
a little bit, but not a substant, not not enough for it to for us to be like, wow, because
Mhm.
for the most part, our biggest issue is that we're on a main road. So I like this house because this house is not a view property. You can't see no views there really. Nice remodel in here, same size. So what we would need to do is make some adjustments to this based off of our appraisal adjustments. Okay, so this is a 31864. Our subject is, and it sold at 440. And it was in September too, so it's recent enough for me to want to use it. So I like it. I'm not going to make any adjustment to the value based off of timing. And ours is
Nice.
a 21990. So we got to take off 10K for the bedroom, so that takes us to 430. And then we're under 500K, but we're on a main road. So we're fronting a main road, so I would take off 20,000 because we're close to 500 on this. So I would take off another 20 there. So I'd say 410K would be the ARV on this subject house. And if you're wanting to know how much you should offer on it, I would say you probably want to be at about 60% of ARV right now. So if you're at 410 times 0.6, I'd say 245 would be your number.
There you go. Alrighty, next one we are going to comp is in Missouri. And guys, I see you squatting up in the chat looking for cash buyers, looking for other people in your market. That's amazing. Take advantage of all these people in this room.
Yeah, how many do we have in there right now?
About 250 throughout YouTube and Facebook.
All right, nice
And if
guys.
you're on Facebook, come over to YouTube so you can access all the peeps.
Yeah, come to YouTube, guys. Don't be a boob. Come to YouTube.
You go right to Jamil's YouTube channel. You'll find us. All right, Jamil, Missouri.
Misery. What's the address?
229 Brentwood Lane.
229.
229 Brentwood, one word, Lane. In St.
Peters,
Peter.
Missouri.
Yep.
$1974 built, 1984 square foot, 3-bed, 3-bath. Looks like they just bought it in August of 2022 at 245. Batch's value estimate on it is 312. Oh, let's put on my nerd goggles,
Your spectacles.
my specs. People keep giving me heck for using my shirt to clean my glasses. Isn't that what you do?
I mean, that's what I used to do, but I think you could scratch your lens that way.
I mean, then I'll just buy some new glasses. Gosh.
Oh, Jamil. Is that a write-off?
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, it's big though. Yeah, big, and it's from March, but 340 was that. So we're going to be below that. What's this? Again, another biggie. Another biggie.
Oh, a lot of you came over to YouTube. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome.
Yeah, you don't want to miss out on that networking. Use me. Make friends, do deals, squadoop.
Squadoop.
So we're definitely, oh, look, see that trended down to like 3. So we're below 3. I'm saying this is probably worth what they paid for it, 245. Based off of what I'm seeing for sales there, it's, and they just bought it. So I don't really know what you might be wondering about this, but I think the ARV is close to what they've paid, about 250. So retail house, in my opinion. It kind of looks like that from the photo here. I mean, there's only one photo, but like, it doesn't look like this is gross. It looks like this is, might be a nice house. Not that that bed doesn't look super lonely in there. Like, gosh, who slept in that? They're not mattress on the floor poor though. Not that there's anything wrong if your mattress is on the floor. I used to live like that.
I've been there too.
Yeah. All right. What's next?
Alrighty. MD, Maryland.
Okay.
2107 Tanglewood Drive. Tangle in Waldorf.
2-bed, 2-bath, 1120 square foot, $250,000 list price. Built in 87. It's a townhome. Been on the market 13 days. Okay. Let's see. Very few views, very few saves. So that tells us that it's very likely overpriced. Got a bunch of comps here, though, so that should be helpful for us.
Leroy said the roof was replaced in 2016, but no upgrades for 30 years.
Okay. No upgrades for 30 years. Interesting. It looks like they're listed at complete, at like top of the market ARV. They sure are, because that's what we got. Top of the market sales here are like 250, 260. Don't see much higher than that. There's a 280 from October, fully remodeled. Look at that. Fully remodeled, sold in October. So this is brand new. This is a great comp. And it's a 3.2, 1120 square footer, sold for 280. Okay, and that's a full remodel, right? They did a beautiful job in here. So let's do some adjustments because I think ours is a little bit different. We have a 2-2. So we got to take off 10K for the bedroom. That takes us down to a 270 ARV. And we're not remodeled. That was totally remodeled. You see, like this agent has totally missed the boat because they've listed this at as though it's been fully remodeled and this house needs a complete gut job. So now, knowing that this thing was built in 87, it's likely going to be a cosmetic remodel because you do have the roof replaced, right? So I would say that in Waldorf, Maryland, for a cosmetic remodel, you probably want to be at 60% of ARV. So if ARV on this thing is 270, 60% of that is 160. These guys are listed at 250. There's $90,000 of psycho here. Go tell them that.
Those exact words.
Yeah, no, don't say it like that. but of course, you see, you know this agent knows that this property is overpriced by $90K. Have the convo, make it happen. On we go.
Jamil, Andrew asked, when you're giving the offer number, are you just taking ARV times 70% or factoring in rehab cost as well?
I factor in rehab and I factor in the market. Okay, so I go cosmetic or full gut. In this instance, because this was a cosmetic, in Waldorf, Maryland, for a cosmetic job, you would be at 60% of ARV, which is what I used. Okay, so that accommodated for a cosmetic remodel. If it was a full gut, I would have been at 40% of ARV, which would have accommodated for the remodel. Now, do you guys want to see if the number shakes out pretty close? Let's see, okay? Because I said my offer was 160 on this guy, right? So let's just do the repair budget and let's see what that costs and let's see if I'm out of my mind, okay? So if ARV is 270 and you would times that by 0.82, that is 221. Okay, what's the it was 1,120 square feet. So a cosmetic remodel right now at 1,120 square feet would be around $44,000. So 220 minus 44 takes you to 177. And if you were going to make a $10,000 assignment fee, which is what I typically say you should make 10 to 15K. So if you took off 15K, what would you be at? MFN 162. Guys, I'm not out of my mind. I'm so flipping good at this. But instead, y'all want to complicate it and start. I'm not yelling at you, Andrew. I love you. But everybody else, I'm not yelling at any of you guys. But I'm saying what I'm saying here is that when I do this and I take a percentage of ARV and I adjust it for cosmetic or I adjust it for full gut, I'm taking all of it and I'm taking your assignment fee into consideration too. It's the same number. But mine was so faster.
So faster.
Yeah. Did I just say that?
Yeah.
Shoot.
All righty.
Mine was funner too. Mine was funner and faster. Okay, let's go.
All righty. Illinois.
Okay. Let's go to batch leads, guys. Take advantage of the batch leads yearly promo at batchleads.io/Jamil. What's the address?
23 Miller Ave in Joliet.
Okay. 23 Miller Ave in Joliet or maybe Joliet. I don't know. 900. Oh, built in 1900, 1820 square foot, 3-bed, 2-bath. Active on the market since August, September, October, November. Crazy people. At 89.5, batch's value estimate on it is 95. So they're just listed way too high. It's appeals. that they are out of their mind.
I'm seeing a lot of questions in the chat on how to find your ARV percentage for your market.
Yeah, unfortunately, guys, that's a document that I only give out to astro flipping students. It's one of the perks of being in the astro flipping community. So come to Straight Outta Compin and I'll help you individually, but I cannot give that document out. I'm contractually bound. But I'm happy to share with you guys live here. So if you bring a property in your market here, I can tell you what percentage of ARV you need to be for cosmetic in full gut, and then you'll know. So this is a great comp right here. Sold in October 2022 at 192K, so 3K below list. I love all of this. A little bit larger than ours, so we got to make some adjustments. 192,000 divided by 2018 gives us $95 a foot. Multiply that by 1820 gives us 173. And then we have to make an adjustment because we've got that had an extra bed. So we're at about 165 on our subject. Now this is going to be a full gut remodel in Joliet, Illinois. So I'm going to say 40% of ARV out there. Okay. So 165 times 0.4, I would be at about 65K. Now they're listed at 90. So you need to get this under contract at least 30K below list price in order for a buyer to want to take a look at this thing. So if I'm you, seeing that it's on the market, seeing that it's been on the market since August, these guys have motivation. I would be offering them 50,000. You can go up to about 60, but it's going to be harder for you to sell the closer you are to list price, right? Because you still have to make a profit on top of that. So if you offer them 50, maybe you sell it for 60, your buyer sees it's listed at 90, they're like, yeah, that's good. That's a good deal. You know what I mean? On we go.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Yep.
Okay, now the next one is in Georgia.
Okay. We'll flip back to Zillow here. Any fun questions in there right now? Anybody losing their minds watching me do this so fast?
3425.
I guess not. Okay.
Hold on. Loch Ness Lane. LOCHNESS
Ooh.
in Powder Springs.
Loch Ness Lane.
Let's see.
3-bed, 2-bath, 1510 square footer in Powder Springs, Georgia. The Zestimate on it is $290,000. The quick comps. Let's see. They all appear to be geographically in the right area. And it looks like somewhere between 300 and 315 is going to be where it will land. But let's peep a closer look.
A different Andrew in the chat. I've seen your questions and I would really love to help you out, but I'm not seeing your address anywhere. So if you can just throw it in the chat, we can help you out there. Just throw the address in the chat and we'll help you comp it.
Sometimes some people can't get their address in the chat. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what that's about. Maybe you can't do it on a mobile. Maybe you got to be on a computer. I don't know. But I'm aware there's some malarkey going on. I just don't know what the malarkey is, you know?
I've seen a couple questions about what you consider cosmetic versus full gut.
Okay. Cosmetic will just be, flooring, paint, kitchen cabinets, maybe the primary bathroom, but your major items like your roof, your electrical foundation, major plumbing, all of that's going to be intact. Full gut means you're going to do all of those big ticket items. And like, even though I'm 20% lower on full gut, sometimes you even need to go lower if you have like major foundation issues or, things like that. So be mindful that the more distress a house has, the less accurate this can get sometimes, because at those points then you need to know, if there's a foundation problem, well, what's that foundation repair going to actually cost, right? So I've seen, houses need a full gut remodel and then have a foundation issue, and that foundation issue costs like 50,000 to repair. So as you get more and more distress in a property, these percentages, they get less and less accurate, just so you're aware. But I hope that I didn't confuse that. Does that make sense, Emily?
Yes, it does. Maybe when you're sending your address, I don't know, maybe just try putting an explanation with it and don't just send the address by itself. Try that. I don't know, guys. I'm just trying to think outside the box here.
Are there a lot of people going through that? Or
Just
just
a
like
few.
one?
Just like one or two.
Tell us what device you're working on. If your address won't show up, tell us if you're on a mobile device. There's a lot of 1,800 square foot sales, but there's not a lot of 1,500 square foot sales. So I guess we have to use an 1,800 square foot sale and then make an adjustment down, but I hate it. I hate doing that. Well, here's one from March, but I think we're still going to end up in the same spot when you make the adjustment on price. These are all from March. Dang it. Emily, are you going to be at the premiere? Probably not, right?
No, man, I'm going to be so pregnant by then. I'm already slowing down.
So pregnant. What's so pregnant to you?
Huge.
Are you
That's
huge?
what that means.
Are you already huge?
No, I'm comfortable, but I'm getting to that point where like it's like, okay, I wouldn't want to be on a flight for that long,
Yeah, I get you. All right, we're gonna just make some adjustments here, guys, because it's the only option we've got. So 352,000 divided by 1878. Well, first we got to take off the percentages. Sorry. So this was from July. So I'm going to take down in Georgia. I'm going to say 10%. So I'm going to take 35,000 off this price. So that's going to take me to 332,000 divided by 1878 square foot. That's $176 a square foot. Multiply that by my subject properties square footage, which I believe was 1510, but let's just double check. Yes, 1510. And that takes us to about a 270 ARV. Okay. So if it's 270 ARV in Powder Springs, Georgia, I say for what's the year of construction on this? 94. So it's a cosmetic. I'd say you probably want to be at about 55% of ARV for that. So if I'm you, I'm offering about 150 on this sucker. 150, 160 max.
Okay. Next one is going to be in Sacramento, California.
Sacktown. All right, go ahead.
4074 CSEA Drift Way.
You know that from Oakland to Sacktown, the Bay Area and back down? You know that?
Nope, I don't know.
See, that's what happens when you don't have a 90s baby around you. Somebody who understands the last cool generation. So we've got a 1989 build, 1438 square foot, 3-bed, 2-bath.
Scott W said, "Come on, Emily."
I know, right? Gosh. has a pool. Yeah, no, she could probably tell us some little pump or like Lil Uzi Vert lyrics though, I bet.
Yeah, Lil Uzi, that was like he was like prime time when I was in high school.
See what I'm saying, guys?
Yeah.
She's disappointed.
I know. I know it's ridiculous. Can't control it.
You can't control it. Nope. Okay, here's a good comp, but it's from July, so I'm gonna keep looking. May, a little bit. Oh, it's a model match. It's a model match. Okay, this is the model match. All right, so let's take some. First and foremost, this was listed at 475 and sold at 495. $20,000 of that is emotional equity. So 475 is the actual sale price. Now, guys, we got to take 10% off for the crazy town. So 4 minus 47.50 from this gets us to about 430 for our ARV. 430. Now, if we're in SAC, 430 ARV for a 1989 build, I'd say you probably need to be at about 65% for a cosmetic. So I'd be offering 280 on this guy. 280.
Stephen asked Jamil, when comping a property, can you cross any major roads as long as the property is within square footage and within the same year build? Does that count as a comp?
I mean, if you can find a comp closer to your subject without crossing major roads, then no, you would use the comp closer. But if you don't have anything close enough, then yes, as long as the properties are very similar in property type, your construction, all those things match up. So you can cross a major road if you have to, right? That's the thing, is what people will do is they don't have to cross the major road because there's a viable comp right next to them. But instead of using the one right next to them, they want to use that one across the road because this one is more money. And they think that their buyer won't say, hey, but what about this other sucker that's right over here close by that's been remodeled that's $50,000 less than the one that you want to use for after crossing the street. So those are the things you want to keep in mind.
Alrighty. Next one is in Florida.
Okay. I like Florida. Go ahead.
1390 Blue Heron Drive.
Spell Heron.
Heron. In Englewood.
In Englewood, Florida.
Another Englewood.
Yeah, weird. 1390 Blue Heron Drive in Englewood, Florida. 1992 build. Looks to be a manufactured home. Yes, it is a manufactured home. When is it built? 1992. So it is financeable. Just for you guys to understand, any mobile home, manufactured home that was built pre-1976 is not financeable. So no lending institution will give a loan on any mobile or manufactured home that is built before 1976. Why does that matter? Well, if your end buyer can't get a loan on it, that means they have to pay cash. And if they have to pay cash, that means that there's a lot fewer buyers. And if there's a lot fewer buyers, that means that the price is dramatically lower. And so always keep that in mind when you're looking at manufactured or mobile homes. They're great product to be involved in these days, with affordability being a major problem in the country. So I think mobile homes are great focus areas to give cash offers, and a lot of mobile home parks have properties in them that aren't in the best of shape. And so there's a lot of opportunity in the mobile home space, but be aware that year of construction dramatically changes the desirability or the lendability on the manufactured home. Now, to give you guys an example of where it can go wrong, I've been in a deal where a wholesaler brought us a property. It was built in 1972, and he was using a comp that was built in 1978. And he thought, well, Jamil, it's, within 5 years of construction, they looked very similar to each other. The one that was built in 1978 was nicely remodeled. And so he used that comp as his cost basis, or what his ARV was. And he was so confident that he was getting a good deal that he put the property under contract and gave the seller non-refundable earnest money, a $10,000 non-refundable earnest money. And then what happened? He was unable to sell it because he locked it up way too high for the year of construction, because only cash buyers would have been able to buy it. And he ended up losing the $10,000 EMD, and the seller ended up getting one over on him. So keep that in mind. So this is 92 build, 1404 square footer. Batch's value estimate on it is $345,000. It has a carport. It does have its own lot, a 7,700 square foot lot. So that's good. Isn't real estate so fun? I just think it's so fun. Are you like, this guy's a major nerd?
No, I love it.
Well, look at this, guys. This is a good one.
Everybody's backing you up in the chat.
What are they saying?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's so fun. It's the best part about it is that it's so liberating. You know, you get good at this stuff, guys, and you know, you can like really just do what you want in life. Get out
If
there.
you
Here's,
were,
here,
go ahead.
huh?
I was just gonna ask you a question. Go ahead.
So this is the issue. There's these canals here, and we can't use a comp on a house that's not that is backing a canal, or because that's water, and it's going to have a higher desirability. So I got to stay away from the canals. So I'm above 200. That's the tricky part about Florida. All them water houses. Let's see what Zillow gives us on this, because I really want to get right into that subdivision. Tons. Okay, there's a 270. It's a little bigger, and it's from April. That could be a possibility for us to use. And it's not on the water, so that's good. That's too old. Although prices are closer to 2021 numbers than they are anything else right now. So it might not actually be a bad thing, but let's just stick to the rules, Jamil. Stick to the rules. Don't confuse people. Okay. No, that's too old. All right. This is the one we're going to use. 220. And we're going to take off 10%, so minus 22. It takes us to about a 200K ARV. 200. And if you're going to give them an offer, I'd say 60%. 120 would be what I'd offer them.
Beautiful. Next one I have for you is in Michigan.
Okay. I'm ready.
180 River Trail Drive in Bay City.
Bay City, Michigan. You know what state Pace and I haven't been to yet?
Michigan?
Indianapolis.
Well,
Indiana.
well, now it makes sense for you to come.
Yeah. So I think we're going to come to Indiana, come hang out with you.
That would make me so happy.
Would it really? Or would you be like, get away from me, boss?
No, I actually miss you. Now that like
Oh,
I actually miss you now. But you
I didn't get that when she was here, but you know, absence makes the heart grow fonder, I guess.
I was just about to say that.
We got a 4 bed, 1 bath, 1698 square footer in Bay City, Michigan. It's under contract, so possibly a wholesaler has put this under contract. Cute little doodle over here with these nice. Gosh, it's gonna have some major renovations to do. These posts are extra. Um, River access directly across the road. Okay. Been on the market 121 days, so I hope you got this thing under contract a lot lower from list price. Let's just hope that you followed the assignment. If you haven't already, guys, give us a like and maybe share this on your share this with people or maybe in your stories. Share it with people in your stories. Let them know that you're watching Straight Outta Compin on YouTube with me. It helps me out and it makes more people come and watch the show, which is good for all of it. So, if you are getting value from this, then do us a favor and just screenshot it and share it in your stories and tag me in it, and I'll be happy. 1698 square foot. Okay. Too old. And this is on the water, so unusable. That's the you know, all these little rivers and they can complicate things because you gotta be you gotta pay attention. You can't use them. What was our square? I think it's 1698. Was it? Yeah. Damn, guys. Ooh, there we go. All right. Yeah. When's this built? 79 quarter acre. Let's just look at ours.
Oh, there you go, Andrew. Now I see your address. He actually typed out the numbers and
Oh, neat.
word count.
1922. Can't use that comp.
There's a hack, guys, if you have trouble.
Damn, man. This is a toughie.
We got him, guys.
It's all good. It's all good.
This doesn't happen often.
I don't mind.
That doesn't sound convincing.
They just take long, you know, and I feel like you guys get bored when these, but I get obsessed, right? So like now I can't,
Now
I
he's got
can't
to
leave
finish.
this until I figure it out. So we got to use an oldie. 22. Oh yeah, baby. Here we go. And it's from September. Come on. So I think this, because of this, we're slightly larger. I would say our ARV is probably 150 on this. 150. So what was it? What's the asking price here? 130. These guys are out 122. They're out there freaking minds.
Holy moly.
So let's do the math. If 150 is the ARV, and this is going to be a full gut in my opinion, and we're in Bay City, Michigan, I think you need to be at like 40% of ARV on this. Like, I think this thing shouldn't be under contract for anything more than 60,000. So
Wow.
whoever put that address in there, if you are the contract holder, tell us what you locked it up at.
All right, we got to do this one for Andrew.
Okay.
It's in Florida.
Okay. Go ahead.
107 Elizabeth Avenue in Alta Monte. Alta-
107 Elizabeth Ave, Altamonte Springs, Florida. 4-bed, 2-bath, 2373 square footer. Been on the market 8 days. It's a short sale. House fire. It's a tear down, rebuild. Short sales, if you don't know the complexities in wholesaling a short sale, really quickly, guys, I'll share with you that you cannot assign a short sale. You cannot double close a short sale. You actually have to close a short sale, hold it for however long the deed restriction timeline will be, and then sell it. Oftentimes, a bank will put a 30, 60, or 90-day deed restriction on a short sale. So be mindful of that. Someone might say, well, Jamil, can I just sell the LLC? Yeah, you can. And I've also seen somebody go to prison for 17 years for doing that. So I've seen people on YouTube tell folks that's the workaround. Yeah, if you like to work out in prison.
I remember that. That was one of our first few YouTube videos we made together.
Yeah, because poor old Mr. Thornton got sentenced to terrible, and he didn't. I mean, this is like a normal guy. Like this wasn't like a weirdo. This was like a normal person.
That's crazy.
So, I mean, houses will sell up to 550 here. Let's see if there's anything higher, but I'm seeing 550, but they are asking way too much, even if that's the case. So even if you have 550, if you're going to have to tear this thing down, you want to be at 15 to 20% at most of final sale price, right? So 550 at 20% means 110. And if you're at 15%, 82. So, a builder is not going to want to pay more than 110 for this. So you need to be underneath that. So you should be offering somewhere between 80 and 100 to possibly sell this to a builder for 110. But, so these guys they're overpriced at this 190 values. There's no way for especially because it's a teardown. And remember this, guys, on a teardown, this isn't raw land. This is raw land plus $30,000 in cost, because it's going to cost 30 grand to demolish that thing and take the property away, take all the damage away. So it's actually even, you probably don't want to even pay more than 80 for this, maybe even 70, 75. So these guys are really high. That, in addition to dealing with a bank, is a pain in the butt. But go ahead, make the short sale offer. Understand, though, this is a risky buy, because you will have to close this. You will have to hold this before you can sell it. So that's just a part of the short sale dilemma. But yeah, this is the fun part about what I do. If you were in astro flipping, it would be something that you would do with me all the time. But some of you aren't, so you can't. Wah.
William asked in the chat if anyone's doing direct to agent. William, we have done so many challenges on agent outreach, and they're all on Jamil's YouTube channel. You can look up the Secret Agent Challenge, Training Wheels Challenge. Those are all really good resources to learn from.
The Find Ronnie a Deal Challenge. I mean, there's
Always
tons,
good.
guys. We've got more free help than I think some of you even have the time to consume.
Yeah, for real.
Yep. Again, guys, take advantage of that write-off, batchleads.io/Jamil, prepay for the year and write it off. Write it off. Don't pay too much in taxes. Write off your softwares. Which reminds me, Emily, I know we pay for a subscription to Batch as well. We should pay for the year and make sure that you send Yvette that receipt so that we can write it off.
I'll do it first thing.
Guys, it's been real. Al Mantini, 6 offers to Vegas agents today. He's crushing it. I know
Nice.
Al is working hard to join our community. I'm looking forward to that, brother. Love all the messages that we share back and forth on social. You're a good dude. Tyson, good to see you, my brother. It was fun hanging out with you out there in Fresno. That was a good time. Hey, Jake Mercer, man. That's one of my old buddies from doing deals here in Phoenix. Great dude. Nice to have you hang out with us here on Straight Outta Compin. Emily, anything we want to leave the people with?
I don't think so. Thank you, Jamil. Thank you.
I have one last thing.
What?
realestatecampfire.com. Did you guys know that Pace and I are going to do one of the most epic events in real estate ever? Like, can you imagine going to a like an event that's like camping? Yes, I did say that. So we're working on event right now where we might have yurts, luxury RVs, and every night have like campfires, toasting marshmallows, talking deals. I mean, it's going to be epic. You have not had an experience like this since you were in high school. I promise that you have not felt what this is going to feel like since you were a kid. And we're going to bring that campfire feeling back. We're going to bring back those warm fuzzies that you had when you were younger and you went to camp and you had your crush over there that you would look at while she was roasting marshmallows. And if you're a she, then you had your little crush over there that maybe your crush was a she or a he or whatever. Maybe both. But you know, it's going to feel amazing and y'all are going to love it. And Real Estate Campfire is going to sell out. So click on that wait list, guys, and go and get it done. Yeah, $828 for the whole year for batch leads. It's incredible. And you can write it all off. Now it's a full expense. Why should you be paying taxes? Instead, go write that off and have the tax break. It's great. realestatecampfire.com. Make sure you guys show up. It's going to be in March of 2023 and there'll be nothing like it. Yes, I'm losing a little bit of weight. Can you tell? Em?
Yeah, I think you look good.
I am
You're losing
45
weight and I'm
pounds.
gaining weight.
Yeah, I know. I lost 45 pounds and what did you gain?
Dude, I've gained like 30 pounds.
So basically,
yeah,
my belly went in you.
Pretty much.
Oh boy.
It's okay. Just a few more months, guys, and I'll be back.
We love you, Em, and you are looking fantastic. And don't you worry about it. You have a whole brand new life in that belly of yours, and we're just super blessed that you guys are healthy and that baby is going to be out here soon. Guys, make sure you come and sign up for Real Estate Campfire. Also, if you have not already done so, prepay your batch leads up for the year. batchleads.io/Jamil. Until next time, this was real.
Bye, guys.